Hello and welcome back, guys, to tonight's EGL tournament. We're going to be hopping straight into this Detroit uplink. Fox, how do you reckon these games have been going anyway so far?
Infused is coming through, and they appear to be the dominant team that I expected them to be. Obviously, I've only gotten to being from North America, I've only gotten to see but so much of Infused, but I have been tracking their progress throughout the Gfinity League and such, and their experience at the playoffs and everything like that. And of course, they're going to be a strong team. They came over to North America, the World Finals, and surprised a lot of people. And they're performing up to par, I would say. I mean, the only map that was really close was that was intensely close was the hardpoint on Solar.
Yeah, and I mean, you know, well, I can't say anything other. You know, I just totally agree with you. I mean, it was very, very close on that. But, you know, other than that, that stage of Astro was just a complete whitewash. Hopefully, we'll be, well, not hopefully, but, you know, we should probably be able to see something like that going into this game as well, maybe. I don't know, but literally right off the bat, going on with Trey Zero, 4 people down, 4.
Oh, no.
4 teams in it.
They needed one kill right there in that situation. We had the drone player coming through and his escort right in front of him, and he was not prepared for the final kill. They were not able to track where that 4th player was, and so no points coming in. That would be a choke, really, if anyone had done it.
Yeah.
Out of Infused right there. So hopefully they have a second attempt here. 3 players do fall, and PD grabs the drone. Pacobi is still the last player alive, assuming he's going to be in the same position as we saw the stop happen at last time. But it looks like we're going to see Infused slow it down a bit. They got to slay a little if they're going to come in here and score. There's the 1-point play, and now we have to see how SlayMania is going to respond.
Yeah, I mean, go back to what you were saying before as well. You know, it was well, I would probably say that Infused, you know, did choke there, admittedly. But you know, it's you know, good that they've done it like this early on in the game, really, in my opinion, for the whole fact of, if it was later on in the game when it was a tight game, if they'd done something like that, then, you know, they could have probably lost. It's, you know, good to be able to get, like, you know, all the mistakes out the way as fast as possible and then start concentrating on the game. But everybody, by the looks of it, back and forth kills coming in here by both teams.
Wartech with the 2-piece, but it was almost instantly traded. Now we're seeing Venus Slays off the spawn in green, hoping to help out Pacobi, who did just pick up a 2-piece, lightening the load for the rest of his team to try and come through mid here and make something happen. However, we see that SlayMania is coming from the bad side, so keep that into account as they try and make their drone attempts here. Venus Slays is just going to try and be a nuisance within the spawn of Infused, gets 1 kill, and no one is able to pick up on it yet, but he exposed himself so much just to get the second. He's finally taken down, back to a 3 versus 2 situation. Drone is still in its original spawn as Marky B falls. Now is the time where you should expect somebody from SlayMania to take the drone and at least throw it into the base.
Yeah, literally just can't do anything other, really, just back and forth kills coming in from both teams. Both teams literally fight for this drone control. My looks of it, drone is
having some lag issues here in the call, but we're seeing Venus Slays go for the drone here. He picks it up, and just as he does, he's going to fall. All 4 players go down for SlayMania. Now Zero is going to take point with the drone. Expect to see SlayMania spawn in green. However, Zero's hesitation here is going to mess up his drone run, and he's not going to get anything going. Had he just rushed straight through, he would have beaten all of them there for at least a 1-point play.
And I mean, you know, in my opinion as well, just, well, not only just waiting around, but just the whole fact of even just getting greedy and going for a 2-point play as well, I think was pretty stupidic from him as well. You know, he had the chance to go for a 1-point play and he didn't take it as well, so just bad plays in my opinion. But by the looks of it, we're going to go on with Urban DM, who is going to be inside the opposition's base. As you can see, literally, Trey Zero able to pick up that drone, go straight in for a 2-point play, securing 2 points for Infused. So the score is going to be 3-0 in the favour of Team Infused, and definitely looking to capitalise from that.
And Venus Slays is the last line of defense, was not able to stop that drone before it goes in. He gets the 2-piece, but he's not able to stop the drone. And just one more player inside School. That's going to be Zero that stops him. 4 versus 2. And we're seeing the drone move through School as Zero gets his 3-piece. The double jumps coming in. Urban with the swift movement in the drone. He cannot get the 2-point play, though, as Wartech stops him dead in his tracks at the 2-piece. Still, Marky B is able to grab that drone and double jump up for the 2-point play. It seems that, again, we're having some connection issues in the call here, but Zero takes the drone coming out of School. PD's going to get that 2-piece. And it looks like he's going to get a nice lane going for Zero here to put another 2-point play in, and we're just 1 point away from seeing the Mercy rule come into effect, where once the team gets to 10 points, the round is ended early, and the opposing team has just that much time to come back with the same amount of points in the next half. So we're going to see PD looking to make that happen as one kill goes down. It's Marky B picking up, or Urban picking up the second, but Venus Slays answers back with the 2-piece, and Wartech stops the drone. That's 4 dead, but and still nothing able to happen for Infused here. It seems as though our co-casters lagged out of the call, but that's fine. We're going to go ahead and follow the action. Just 15 seconds left. 9 points in favor of Infused, and it looks like we're going to see SlayMania answer back with their first points in the game, putting a dunk right in the last 20 seconds. And you got to give it to them. They were able to score a point on the bad side. Not very easy to do that, especially against such a strong uplink team as Infused. So, if you are a SlayMania fan out there, expect to see them score several points coming into the second half here as they get on the advantageous side. Infused taking that first half and really running away with it, nearly mercy ruling SlayMania. You should expect SlayMania to maybe do almost the same performance. Not quite the exact same though, but could go either way. Still at this point, we have 5 minutes to go in this second half. So I'm actually going to jump on board with the SlayMania guys, see exactly what Wartech plans to do, rocking that Bow Trophy, double Semtex. I'd imagine he'll toss some pre-nades towards school here, but instead he's going to opt to pre-aim instead of using those grenades. We're actually not seeing any grenades come out here on the opening push, and that's something you see a lot in North American Call of Duty, is immediately just double stuns and double Semtexes towards the middle of the map, but it's not the case here. Now, first grenade's coming out, that's going to be Zero, tossing some pre-nades, not going to connect with anyone though. We do have one player from Infused coming through elbow. That's going to be Marky B, who picks up 1 kill. PD takes the drone, brings it through yellow. He has the opportunity to go for a throw here, but he sees that there's only 1 player alive, and that's behind him, so he's going to go for the pass. Zero dunks it in for 2 points, and now it's 11-2. Infused continues to lead against SlayMania. Still having some connectivity issues here in the call, but Jacoby is taking the drone through school, puts another 2-point play in for SlayMania, trying to bring them back in this game slowly but surely. They're still trailing back by 9 points. Jacoby stays alive and is able to get 1 kill after scoring. It would have been nice to see him stay alive in the base and play some defense, maybe block some spawns, and force the Infused spawn into green, but he was unable to do that. Decided to come back and commit to the slaying and getting the drone off, which could be seen as a good play. Maybe his team needs it, but PD staying alive here, just running that clock dry, really. All he has to do is take the drone and throw it on top of Garage, and that's what we're going to see him do right here. PD going for that 15-second delayed reset. Venus Slays comes through with the 2-piece. And now we're going to see all the Infused players coming off spawn, still with lots of time in their hands because of that 15-second reset. It's looking like SlayMania is actually in a good position here, getting the kills and map-wise in their positioning to take the drone and run it through schools. There's only 2 players in the way and 3 SlayMania players trying to push through. Jacoby's going to throw that drone off the wall, play for the reset so they can get that armor. But Marky B's 2-piece right there is just going to stop their plan dead in its tracks. And we're going to see a turnover here as Urban takes the drone through middle map. Going for the throw. It's not going to connect. It's just shy unless it bounces in. But it does not. And it looks like Jacoby's trying to get into the base, take this drone and throw it out. He's actually going to decide to take this drone and play it. And with 3 Infused players in his face, this is going to be very, very difficult to do unless Venus Slays can come clutch with another multi-kill. And that he does. Venus Slays picks up the 2-piece, but Jacoby and Zamboski answer back with 2 kills of their own, and PD gets his own 2-piece, now trying to play this drone reset as we see everybody from SlayMania spawning right next to him inside a garage as opposed to yellow. So this could prove to be a very difficult play coming from Infused. And there it is. Zero is going to be... Oh, there we go. Zero's actually going to die. Jacoby stops him with the melee, trying to run the drone back. Instead of throwing it out of the map, is not going to be successful. PD pushing through, is able to get 1 kill before being traded by Venus Slays. Let's give Venus Slays some attention. He's to be getting a lot of very clutch multi-kills around the objective.
Yeah, and I mean... You know, a lot of massive kills.
Oh, welcome back!
Yeah, sorry, there was quite a few issues going on. I'm not entirely sure what happened there, but finally, at least I'm back in the game. I'm still in the game as well, so I can cast as well, so... I'm not entirely sure what happened there, but yeah.
That's fine. Marky B picks up his kill, evening up his KD now at 20 and 20 on a 2-kill streak, trying to go for the 3rd, but he's going to lose that gunfight to Jacoby. Zero taking the drone, trying to make a play here. increase this deficit that SlayMania has to work through even more as he puts the 2-point play in, and really at this point it's just looking slow. It's looking impossible for SlayMania to come back here with a minute and a half. It's very unrealistic to see them come back from such a large deficit. I mean, Urban with the drone in his hands, really all Infused has to do is just keep playing this delayed 15-second resets and just to confirm themselves this win here. But Bakobi's not giving up yet. Running it through school. He's going to be picked up by Urban off of that elbow spawn.
Yeah, so I mean, you know, just literally just going back to what you were saying before as well. Just at this moment in time, literally looking like Infused are just ending it right now. If they just throw it out for a few 15-second resets and stuff like that, I'm pretty confident that's all over now. But you know, I mean, what a game that we've seen, and you know, what a performance that we've seen from both teams. I mean, you know, the very first Hardpoint game was a very good game by, you know, both teams, SlayMania and Team Infused. Very, very close games, and you know, these final two games, SlayMania just kind of lacking on the kills and not able to capitalize.
Yeah, and really just judging off of that first map, you know, a newcomer would have thought that this should have been a very close, intense series. Like it, but I think that might have been just a wake-up call, the slap from reality that Infused needed to realize, hey guys, we gotta try, we gotta put some effort into this map. And so we saw them close it out 6-1 in S&D, and then another extremely one-sided map on this Detroit uplink. It's just Infused destroyed them, to put it very simply. That's just exactly what happened.
Yeah. And there you have it. The clock is going to run down and hit 0. So the score at the end of that uplink is going to be 13-4 to Team Infused. Infused taking their second 3-0 of tonight, as we are going to be heading into the the winners bracket final. So guys, we are going to go on a quick commercial break really, really fast. We are going to be waiting for the other side of the bracket to finish up and then go into the winners bracket finals. We'll see you guys in a few minutes.